Hey guys, I wanted to make a little bit longer video on this Doyle log scale that I have. This one in particular is made by Lufkin, and it's a folding rule style that goes up to about 40 or 44 inch diameter logs. So, as a quick little recap here, this bottom row of numbers is for a 10-foot log, and this top row of numbers is for an 18-foot log. If we flip it over, we have numbers for 12, 14, and 16-foot logs. So, to use it, you take the brass hook, hook it on one end of the log, and come over to your desired diameter log. Let's just say, for example, we have a 10-foot, 10-inch diameter log, and that gives us 23 board feet of wood in that log. The Doyle scale is actually pretty forgiving for small logs. It really undervalues them. So a lot of times, especially with anything under 16 inches, the Doyle scale actually undervalues. So when you're cutting, you actually get a little bit of a surprise and can get sometimes 8, 10, 12, 15 board feet more wood than what the scale tells you. On larger logs, it does even itself out and it gets way more accurate. So to use the scale, you want to find the small end of the log. You probably can't tell on camera, but the small end of the log is down here. We're going to use these two as an example today. So we're going to take our hook, put it over one end of the log, come over and get the diameter. Shows that we have a 16-inch log, and since these are 16 feet long, we flip the scale over, and that top number there is 144 board feet. This log has 144 board feet of wood in it. Let's try this one. This one here is also a pretty good round log, so we'll hook the scale, come on over, and again, we have about a 16-inch log with 144 board feet of wood in it. Let's just say, for easy counting, those have 150 board feet of wood each. So that makes right at 300 board feet of wood between those two logs. Now, to demonstrate why you read from the small end of the log, I'll go over here and measure the large end. This one here, find the narrowest portion of this big log, and we're reading about a 20-inch diameter log. So let's look at a 20-inch log, flip it over, 16 feet long, that's 256 board feet. We came up with an extra 100 board feet of wood in this log than we did from the other end. That extra 4 inches that you read off of this end, compared to down there, gave you that 100 extra board feet. Well, if you go into this log expecting to get 250 board feet of wood out of it, you're going to be sorely mistaken when you get to cutting, because you're only going to end up with about 150. Now, this is really important if you're buying logs. You want to make sure you're getting what you pay for, so it's always a good thing to scale your logs. These little scales can be had for pretty cheap, especially these older ones. You can find them on eBay, and there's a couple of companies that even make new ones now that are aluminum, and they're like a yardstick. So I highly recommend picking them up if you have a sawmill, whether it's portable or if you work at a sawmill. These are essential tools to have. Catch y'all next time.